Welcome back, everybody. Guys, I'm super excited to pick up where we left from my last video. We were on Bandit level 5, going to level 6, and let's get started. Now, here are some commands that are going to be used for this level. And if you haven't watched the first one, basically what we're doing is we're trying to find the password for the next level, and then we can SSH into the next one. But like enter into level, find password. And we are gonna do, I've been waiting, so I haven't been doing all of them, but we're gonna do all the way to level 16, maybe? Actually 15, maybe 15, I don't know, but I'm super excited to get started. So let's do a host, we gotta SSH into a machine, so bandit at bandit 5, SSH, import this one, here we go. And the password remembered from the last video is this. Alright, here we go. Now, the password for the next level is stored in a file somewhere under the in here directory and has all the following properties. Now, I feel like I did this one already, but it doesn't matter. It's good practice. Let's see. Oh, yes, okay. So we gotta find which file has our password in it, and the way to do that was the find command. Remember from the last video, find this directory, dash type for file, dash for readable, and then dash for size, and the size was it, yeah, C, and then not executable, we did, remember, we did not, and then executable, and then we can hit enter, and there's a file right here. So what did we do? We were looking to find this directory. Type was a file that's readable. The size is this size, and it's not executable. Another way you could have done it was, instead of doing this exclamation mark for not, you could have just done the word not, and it still works. So each are good ones. Now, again, we could have done SARGS, which loops. We're gonna loop through each one of them. We could do the file. We're gonna loop through to find the file through all of these directories, starting with 0. And there we go. You can see that this one finds the file again. We could just do, can we just do that? Yeah, and it does the same thing. So there's a file. Did we get the password to level 6? No, we did not. So let's get the password. Chat out. I'm telling you, if you guys are learning Linux, you guys need to play this game. It's been really fun, and I've really enjoyed it. So that's why I'm making videos on it, so you guys can learn. So we did SSH now to level 6. Since we found the password, here's a password. Okay, clear. Clear, just close the terminal. Okay, now 6, oh I know, 6 to 7. We're gonna find password is stored somewhere on the server. Okay, so somewhere in the machine, we don't know where. And has all the following properties. Okay, so for this one, you can see that these are all the commands we can use, but this is the one we're going to be using again. We can also do grep too, and I'll show you every single one. So let's start making, so like sometimes when I don't know a command, I use find, and a short manual which helps us find what we're looking for. We can just do find help, and then we can start doing our command, like typing out what we're going to do. So it's somewhere on the server. So let's start from the root directory. And the root directory is that. You see this hash? We're in the root directory. Now pwd gives you we're at the root. If we want to go back to home, we do shift tilde and then oops, that one's gonna hang out. ls under pwd and we can see we're in home bandit 6. So let's just work out our command that we need to use. So we're gonna do find, start from the root directory, and we have to do owned by user bandit 6. So user, to me, specify a user. Which one? Yes, user here. This is our user. The dash user is gonna be, oh wait, we need to specify the type. It's a file by user, and the user is gonna be bandit 7, bandit 7, and then we need to specify the group, and that's by bandit 6. So can we do, that's no group. Can we find a group? Where is it? Um, hmm. Oh, here it is, group. Okay, so we can just do group, and that's by bandit 6. Is that it? And then we need to specify the size. Oh, yes, dash size, and that is, I think, 33C. Let's just make sure. Yep, 33C. Now, now we got the command right here. We just paste it into here. Now, another thing I like to use is we're gonna type it into a second command, and that's gonna be grep. So grep is gonna find a word inside this first command. So the first command is looking for the file or the password, and the second one is gonna do, what we're gonna do is we're gonna find the user, because we don't know who has the password. So if we enter, we can see right here. Now you see that red? That's what grep found. The user that is bandit7 has password in var lib gpkg info. So if you just hit cat, copy and paste, there's a password for level 6. Wait, actually, no, level 7. That's level 7's password. Copy and paste. Okay, now to level 7. Oh, okay. Level 7 and level 8. The password for the next level is stored in a file called data.txt next to the word million. Million. Now, these are the commands we can use, but I will show you the commands I like to use. I like to do simple ls-lah size all and human variable. Hit enter. Here's a file that we're looking for, so we can cat out the file. Okay, that's a lot. Hit Control C to stop. I don't know why it's not stopping. Oh my goodness. Okay. How much was in that? So just, if we want to see what's all into like the file, I mean like how many, just words, we can do word count dash L data.txt 98,567. It's a lot. So we need to find the word million. And the way to do that is we can use the grep command again. we could have just done grep, and then the word that we're looking for is million. If I spell it correctly, million in this directory, and there's our word right here, and there's our password. So what do we do? The command is grep this word right here, million, this directory, and then in this file. Again, we could have done maybe we wanted to use another command with it. So we could have done like sort, which will sort the file, um, which I'm not gonna show you, but it will basically, if you hit sort, it will sort through everything, and we can see with the sort dash help, and maybe we want to do, this is a really big file, so I don't think we need to really use the sort command. We got the password. We really just need to use the grep command, but I'm wondering if you could, hold on, check out this file. I bet to the second command that would be used as unique. Maybe there's individual. Dash C, then type it out again. WC dash L, then type it out again. Two less. Okay. See, are these all the same? You can see that sorting them right here. Weatherman. Oh, it's like, it's a username and then the password. Are these all different names? Okay, they're all different names, so. So this one that I did was I counted up the file. Then the second command was unique.c. Maybe there were files or words that were the same. I didn't want any duplicates, so I used the dash C. And then the last command didn't put the full thing, just a little bit of it. Now we could also just grep two again, and then a word right here, and then there we go. And that's it for level 7. Now to level 8. This is honestly really fun. Like, I really recommend you playing this game. Super fun if you're trying to practice Linux. Exit. Fitness. Level. Okay, here we go. The password for the next level is stored in a file called data.txt and it occurs only once. Okay, so let's just see how many are in this file. 1,000. Okay, that's a lot. So the way to do this one is we use a sort command, which will sort through the file. Then we want to do data.txt. We're going to sort everything inside the file. The second command will be unique, just in case there are multiple of the same. Dash C. Okay. You can see there's gotta be one. And then I might just pipe it out into less so I can actually look through them. There it is right here. There's a password. You can see, let's just make sure all of these are 10. And this is the only one that's different right here. What is it? Q. I click the one. Here it is. And this is the password right here. Perfect. Exit. level 9. Oops, weird. Okay, let's move on to level 9. The passive for next level is stored. Okay, same place. Okay, human readable strings. Displayed by several. Okay, so let's do ls list dash a for all. Size human readable. Let's do wc dash l. See what's in here. Okay, 87. So let's just tab out and see what it is. Okay, it's a bunch of gibberish. So the way to figure this out is we have to use the string command. So if you do cat out, create.txt, type it to the second command, strings, and run it again, you can see that it it fixed some like mumbo jumbo stuff, I guess, so that we don't have the random things. We can also do strings. That's how. Can we do anything with it? Specific binary? Okay, so let's go back to this again. We fixed so we're carrying out the string in the file, piping it to the second command strings to fix the crazy stuff that was happening. Now, it did say that it was followed by several of these equal signs. And the way we can search through it is with the grep command again. Grep, and we're gonna do equal, equal, equal. Let's do that, and then you can see there were 1, 2, 3, 4 that had that. And this is our password. Let's go. We're killing it, honestly. Um, Let's see. T L 1. What's in here? Oh, okay. This is supposed to be base 64. Can I do base 64 dash dash? Wait. Oh wait, I have echo a string. Echo a string. Oops. And then we need to base 64 dash D. The password is what's the so if we go to level 10, I think the password for the next level is stored in a file that contains the base 64 encoded data. So this was base 64 encoded. Now you could have tapped this out and then do base 64 decode, put it in here, paste it, and then decode. Um, is it base 64? I don't know. Huh. Maybe this one might be better. Base 64 decode. Encode and decode. This is that was not decode this. Error is invalid. Oh, that's why, because we forgot the V. Okay, let's go back to it. Control V. Oops, what am I doing? I'm breaking the machine. Decode, and the password is this. Save the file. And now let's move on to the next one. List SALH for all human viewable WC dash L. Oops, forgot L. Just one. Oh, okay, let's see what this is. Let's see what level 11 is. The password for the next level is stored in a file data.txt with all lowercase a and z and uppercase a and z have been rotated by 13 positions. Can I just do dot 13 decoded? Is it? Yeah, dot 13 decoded. Let me copy that. And there's a password right here. Now, yeah, you could have done it that way, or you could have done it by command line. So the way to do that would be to cat file first. Then we'd have to learn more about what dot 13 is, so we can click into it. So you can see that it's taking our letter and flipping it into a different letter. So hello, H would be U, and it's taking the letter, flipping it into another letter. It's like cryptography. So then how would we do that with what we're trying to figure out? Well, here we go. This is it right here. We can use the tree command and then chat out that. And the password is the same thing. So I hope that helps you. I mean, you can learn more about uh, cryptography and how the password works, but I did take a course on that. If you want a video course, Harvard's just 50 has to give one. 12, yeah. The password for the next level is stored in a file called data.txt, which is a hex dump. Now, if you don't know what a hex dump is, or it's basically, let me show you. Let's just count this. So picture this inside of a picture. Okay? So a picture can be encoded into hex. You see these hex values right here. So we could have, oh, I see it right here. David that to bin. So this is like, I've had to do something like this where you had to switch these to make it into the correct extension. I had to make a JPEG one time and I had to fix the values to this up here. So maybe that might be what we have to do. Um, let's debugging, blah, blah, blah. And here are commands we can use. If you want to read more about HashStump, you can. But I feel like I know what to do for this one because I've had to fix a picture before and I had to use HashStump to fix it. So let's just do what they said, make a directory inside the temporary file. Oh, quotation. No. And now it made a temporary TMP file that we can cd into. Now we need to copy the data.txt file, data.txt to in here. ls, there's a file. Now we need to first decode, we need to decode the data.txt, and we can do, I think, XXD on it. XXD dash help. This is I need to like reverse the process. Here it is. Reverse operations from hash sum into binary. That's what we need. So XXD. So wait a minute. Reverse whatever is in here. Space. Now wait a minute. Rename it to data. Cat out data. Can I run strings on it? Hmm. There it is. Okay, let's check to see if that we decompressed everything. File. What? It got decompressed into a JZip file. So do we just have to switch the extension data to data.js? Now, let's see if we can just extract the file using JZip, gzip dash help. And then I think we need to, can we like reverse the process? With can we do like reverse? No, it won't be reverse. Maybe decompress. Because it's a file again. Gzip, wait, not two. Is it two? No, just decompress. Yeah, that's easy. With now cat out. Huh. Maybe we have to run strings on it again. Maybe password is empty. No, it's still the same. Okay. What? Decompress data block size 900K. So what I'm doing is the being decompressed into another extension. Like before it was JZip, gzip, and it was compressed into that. Now it's a bzip too. I don't know what the extension for this is. Bzip two extension. What's the bzip two extension? BZ2. Okay. Let's do BZ2 data to that data dot BZ2 us. And then I think it's, can we do BZ2 dash count? Oops. Oh, that was weird. Okay, decompress. So I think it's just the same thing. BZ2 dash D. Perfect. We should get the file now. Again. Sorry for how long this is. This is so weird. It's like they're being compressed inside a file after a file. No way, I just did that. Okay. MV data to that data to X. Oh, did I not do that extension? I think it's data. Oh, GZ. Got GZip. GZip2. That's G. And we should have it now. No. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's run file on it to see what kind of file it is now. It's a tar file. So I think the tar extension is just .tar. So mv data to data. We've done CTFs. I've known I know these extensions, but like I didn't know that it can be decompressed several times. I don't know what the tar how to decompress a tar. Tar dash help. Um, Perfect. That's what we need. Set of data that tar. And you, you gotta give me data dot we remove file data no dot and I think I just did that. Write that in to data tar and tar extract to extract the file data dot tar. Oops. What data dot six? No way. This is the worst. I will do. Can't name it again. Let's do. I know this is a weird name, but we'll just do PP BZ2 plus BZ2 dash D for PPT. Oh, BZ2 dash. Yeah. No way. Again. Again. This is the worst. This is the absolute worst. We're just repeating the same thing into uh petrol. I'm just gonna do petrol dot GX GZ GZ dash D for petrol. Oh, I think it's file. That's oh, finally we got it. And there's a password. So this one we just had to keep extracting files and changing the extension, which was not fun, but we did it. We know how to do it now. That's it. Go to the next level, see what it is. I hope it's not anything extensions. Okay. Level 13. The password for the next level is stored in Etsy Bandit 14 and can only be read by user Bandit 14. For this level, oh sweet, we did an SSH key. Okay, watch guys. So this one right here, this is a private key. This is how we can SSH into other Linux machines with a private key. Now I want to show you into our extension. You see this? Oh, they don't have it. Usually there's a dot. Hold on. usually there's a .ssh that you can just, that has like SSH credentials to SSH into, and we've been given that right here. Now, we can cat this out. There's two ways to do this. I'll show you both so you can get them SSH private, and then we just go here, Control Shift X C, and then nano, we'll do IDRCG, enter. I think we have to change CHMod 600, IDRCG, J, SSH, into, oh, not Bandit 27, Bandit 14. Oh wait, and we need the -I, specify the key, and we are in. Now, to get the password, we just go X chat out, Etsy, Bandit class, and then the level we're on is Bandit 14, and there's our password. Now, to make sure that this is the right password, I'm just gonna think, I'm gonna exit out, clear my screen, go up one, go right one, get rid of this. There we go. Okay, perfect. Last level video. There's a password from next level that can be retrieved by submitting the password of the current level to port on localhost. So localhost is this. This is an IP address that is for our computer, specifically only our computer. This is localhost. Localhost and my computer's localhost is IP 127. So I'm wondering if we can ping it. Yeah, you can see we're pinging on machine, our own machine. But it says that the password can be retrieved by submitting the password of the current level. Okay, so this one. To port, I should say it's Telnet. I don't think Telnet can do that. NetChat, Open SSL. I think they can just use NetChat. So we gotta give it an IP, I mean, a password from last level, so I think we can just echo a password here, paste it into here, pipe it to NetChat, which is a network tool, so we can use NetChat, and then specify a rootback address, 127, one, and then the port, we need the port number, because that's how computers talk to each other by port, and we got the password. So what did we do here? We echoed a password from our last level into this command right here. So netcat, we're connecting to our rootback address and port this number, and then we're sending our password from the last level. And we got the password to level 15. Well, I think this is a good stopping point. I'm gonna hit save. Save, replace. Okay, if you're Formula One, I advise you to go to 15 to 20. See if you can get that. If you can't, we can do it together. We can work together, but see if you can by yourself. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.